All right, on day one, it is the 100. I'm so excited to start the challenge. I'm going to put my legs through the ring and put a little bit of pressure onto the ring, starting with my legs out in that 45 for a little bit of a challenge. It's so nice to have that extra pressure on the outside of that ring. So you're going to start to pump your hands, reaching them out in front, sending that energy through the fingertips. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Here's your next challenge. Lift and lower the legs. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. And 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Bring the knees on in. Roll it up. So that was the 100, where you have a guided breath, a big inhale, and an exhale to counts. You're going to pump your arms. It totally activates the core. With the ring, feeling it in the legs too. On day 2 of March Madness, it is time for the roll up. I'm going to have the ring in my hands for this one to diversify and modernize the original repertoire. I'm going to start with a press onto that ring to activate my upper body. From there, exhale, peel my head, shoulders, middle back, lower back off of the mat, and then sit up tall, giving an extra to release. Inhale. Let's lift that ring up for a little bit of change. Tuck, roll down very slowly, right? These moves are meant to challenge. Inhale at the bottom, bring that ring back to start. Exhale, peel, press, peel, 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 roll. Mobilize that spine. And up at the top, one last go. Exhale, tuck that tailbone first. Allow the spine to hit inch by inch by inch with utter control. All right, guys, that is the roll down with a ring. March Madness Day 3 is the rollover. We're going to articulate our spine and stretch the back of our legs here using that ring. Again, the ring is going to be going on the outsides of your legs. Start by rolling it out, rolling down there, back flat on the ground. Start by pointing the toes up to the sky and putting that pressure on the ring there. I want you to bring your legs towards you as you exhale. Peel them off of the mat. From there, bring your feet as close to the ground as you can, pressing onto the ring. Then flex your feet. You're going to get a huge stretch on the back of your legs there. Roll that spine out very slowly. Back to pointing the toes. From here, you want to exhale, lift those hips up. All of a sudden, when you can't go any further, flex your feet, stretch the back of the legs, then roll that spine all the way down. This is the rollover. One more. Feels so good. That's my favorite part. And roll it out. Of March Madness is single leg circles. I'm going to quick demonstrate what that originally is and then show you how I'm going to change it up a bit with the ring and one of my favorite ways to stretch. So a single leg circle, you're going to bring one leg at a time perpendicular to the body above the hip, and you're going to create very small teacup-sized circles with the leg, which is meant to bring pelvic stability. To be honest, I struggled in how exactly to integrate the ring, so I thought I would just do a modern version of this, very similarly though, in the position. However, you're going to stretch. So it does take the intention away from that from the circles, but it does then bring extra stretch into the hips. I love doing this with clients, and clients love using the ring for this purpose here. So you're going to stretch the back of the leg. I even like to add some point and flex. As you pull down on the ring, your own body strength can add to that stretch. And then I like to have them bring their leg out to the side, stretching in the hips. And then, of course, going across the body, kind of like windshield wiper for IT band stretch. And, of course, you want to do both legs. But that is one way you can modernize the same setup for single leg stretch and then use the ring. March Madness, day 5, rolling like a ball or rolling back with the ring. You're going to start on your sits bones. This time, instead of grabbing the legs, I want you to grab the ring in front of your shins. Roll back just a touch, lift those feet off, balance on your pelvis. From here, inhale, exhale, tuck, roll, articulate back with utter control, lifting the feet up into the sky, and then with no momentum, come down, roll. Now, here comes the fun part with the ring. You're going to keep straight arms and press 5 times for 3, 2, 1 on the ring before you head back and do your next roll. So you want to inhale again at the top, tuck, roll, come on up, and here's our breath. No momentum is the toughest part. Can get a little crazy in class sometimes, but you got to always remember no momentum there. All right, rolling like a ball. March Madness day 6 is single leg stretch. So you can do this move with a bent knee or a straight leg, but I'm going to have us do it with the straight leg and, of course, for creativity, with the ring. So you're going to start on your back, rolled up just above your scapula. Bring your hands to the ring, 1 foot into the ring, and then squeeze your glutes so that other leg, the left leg, is long and off of the mat. I want you to bend your elbows, exhale, pull that leg closer towards the chest, switch with control, and then alternate which leg you're pulling in towards the chest. It's kind of like a scissor kick, but I want you guys to feel that pelvic stability, core strength, and then a little stretch behind the legs. Okay, to advance this move, everybody, you're going to not touch the legs at all and just bring the ring above the head. Anything above the head in this supine position warms up the body so much, makes it so difficult. You're going to exhale, press onto the ring, and draw one leg closer towards the ring. So with this version, you have nothing pulling the leg in. It's all you, baby. So there you go. Single leg stretch with a ring. March Madness day 7, double leg stretch or 2 leg stretch. This one works the core so well. Here I am with a ring. You're going to start on your back, ring above your chest, tabletop your legs. Curl up, send the ring over your shins as you draw the knees towards your nose. And then I want you to reach both out simultaneously away from each other. Exhale, keeping that space in your spine or the shape in your spine the same. You can also try to lower the legs a little bit lower, but only if your spinal shape doesn't change. So if you feel your low back arching off the mat, it's just a little bit too low for you, and then I'd recommend bringing those legs higher. Draw the knees in, exhale, squeeze together like a little ball. Let it all out. Inhale, open up again. All right, guys, there's a way to use the ring integrated with your classic mat move of double leg stretch. Welcome to March Madness Day 8 Spine Stretch. Spine stretch is a move that gets lost in the idea of touching your toes a lot. And when I really truly learned the intention of spine stretch, I liked it that much more. It's a great one. So let's do it with a ring. Grab that ring. You're going to sit on your sits bones, squeeze your bum to pull the fleshy part of your bum off of the mat, and grab onto that ring in front of your chest. We're going to tuck and push. As you pull the spine away from you, push your hands in front of you. Do not collapse. Build your spine back up. Let's take a little fun tricep bend and press. Since we have the ring, let's use it, right? Again, you're not going to just flop down and touch your toes. I want you to push the ring in front of you as you pull your spine behind you. Chin down, round, exhale. Even press onto that ring. Squeeze the glutes. Build a stack. Roll the spine back up. Lifting that ring above, give a press. This teaches axial elongation, scapula mobility, posture, body-mind connection. It's all there. It's all so good. And there you go, spine stretch. Welcome into Pilates March Madness Day 9, rocker with open legs. Gets a little wild. Let's do it with the ring. Bring your legs around the ring. Sit onto your sits bones. Now, if you need to, you can give a couple bend and extend of the legs to kind of warm them up. And from there, I want you to just touch the very front edge of that ring, just a very light touch. Point your toes, tuck, roll back, rock it back, rock it forward, and balance. That's the key, to balance right at the end. Roll it. Squeeze those abdominals and lengthen the legs. Press onto the ring. Just light tap onto the ring. Roll. And up. The challenge is to, right at the end, find that peak of balance without wiggling and wobbling all over the place to create that pelvic stability. The 10th move is corkscrew. Grab your ring. Place between the legs right under your ankles. Roll back onto your mat. All right, supine, exhale, kind of like the rollover, starting, peel up, bring the legs behind. Start to lift up and just imagine you're pressing your spine down only on the right side of your spinal cord. Then swoop so slightly the legs to the left, peel up on the left, recenter. From here, I like to lift up the legs a little bit and get a little pressure onto that ring. Now turn the legs over to the left, super slightly. Press down on the left side of your spinal cord. It's like off to the left. It's not directly on there. Now swoop, circle, bring legs over to the right, peel up, over to the right, recenter. I feel like I'm totally rubbish at this move, I gotta be honest. But it is a good one to remember, that mind-body connection. It's the small, slow movements sometimes that we connect to better. Another thing to think about, press the palms of your hands down as well as your arms to anchor yourself in. Keep rolling up side to side and then recenter yourself in the middle. It is quite nice having that ring in the middle to give an extra pressure onto with the legs. A fun one to try with that ring. Happy creative contrology. March Madness, day 11. Here we go with saw. Saw is one of my absolute favorites that I always teach in a mat class. So you want to start sitting on your sits bones. Have a nice straddle going on. I'm not talking about the splits, just a little bit of a straddle. Even us who are super flexible, resist going all the way to the splits. Not needed. Grab your ring and check out this creative idea for saw, right? So the purpose of saw is rotation. Here you go, right away, grab that rotation. Now I want you to twist the ring, put it onto the ground, and you can kind of stack your palms up and exhale as you press and see if you can twist a little bit further and deeper. Lift up, bring the ring back to the chest, rotate to the other side. So I'm going to the left. Turn the ring down, exhale, press. It is so nice to squeeze that ring down and you feel that abdominal engagement in the twisted position. You can also squeeze, I'm going to squeeze my opposite butt cheek as you press down. Bring up, and each time you bring the ring up, I want you to rotate and bring your eye gaze width, almost like on that horizon line. See if you can twist a little bit further, then dive down. I want you to really separate the movements and then flow them all together. That's one of those beautiful Pilates principles that also helps you with coordination. Exhale. So I like to do it with flexed feet, and you truly feel that spinal rotation. I hope you enjoyed 𝓻 as much as I always do. If you think open leg rocker gets crazy in class, you ain't seen nothing yet. This is day 12, swan dive with the ring. I'm going to first show you a modified version of swan rather than swan dive, okay? You've got to really take precaution if you have any low back pain. So this would be a modified version. Bring the ring in front of you and press your stacked palms down as you exhale. Pull the spine up, lengthen, squeeze the abdominal, slide the shoulder blades down, and then reverse. So it's like arms go up as your head comes down. Let's try that again. Start by squeezing the legs, press down with an exhale, arms stay nice and long, but shoulder blades slide down, and you lift and lengthen the spine. Okay, so that's a little less momentum and movement there, that you just feel the lengthening of the spine and the spinal extensors going. Let's go ahead and go into swan dive. This move, you're just going to push the ring forward and never let go of it, actually. Here we go. Let's add a little more movement. Exhale, press up. So you want to start with that swan. From here, just kind of kip forwards. And it's like a seesaw, if you can imagine. Head goes down, feet go up, and switch. As you press down, your chest comes up. Try again, and one more. Oh my goodness. Woo! You've really got to engage the core to protect the back. I hope you enjoy swan dive and modified swan. Day 13 of March Madness, single leg kicks. We're using the ring as more of just a placeholder for where I want your pelvis to lift off from. Come onto your mat, prone. Hips are going to come right in the middle of the ring. So a very creative, different kind of way. It's a very minute and small thing I want you to use the ring for, just so you can feel it. Elbows right under your shoulders. Press down into the elbows as you engage the core, and I want you to peel your core off of the ring, right? Once you feel yourself peel off of that ring, you know you're engaged. All right. Flex your right foot and bend your knee, sending your heel to your bum twice. Then point that toe up to the sky. Engage in the hamstrings, back of the leg. Reach the leg long. Other side. Heel in twice. Then point that toe. Reach the leg as long away from you as you possibly can, while still simultaneously keeping that core lifted off the ring. Point, reach. Heel in twice, point, reach. It feels really good to get some different kind of movement in the ankle and the foot, especially if you've been working all day or driving a long distance. But the creativity here is in using that ring in a different way. It's really the difference between letting yourself drop or hang down in the core and engaging and picking it up and being mindful of that core. All right, guys, thanks for joining with single leg kick. Day 14, double leg kick with the ring. We're going to use it behind your body this time. And you kind of bring it over your bum. I like to start with a little bent elbow as well, and your head rests on your left ear. From here, you want to bend your knees, flex your feet, and send your heels in 3 times. 3, 2, after this last one, I want you to push into the ring, squeeze your bum, lift off, look forward, lift your chest off, anterior shoulder stretch, and then come down to that other side. Start again. Give those 3 kicks in. Double leg kick. 3, 2, 1. Point, press, reach, extension. It feels so good. And come down other side. 3, 2, 1. Push. Stretch the front of that shoulder. Reach back with the ring if you can. Come back down to the other side. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Lift off. I kind of like that in this move you get a little break on each side, right? All right, there you go. Day 15 is neck pull with a ring, and this move really works abdominal strength and articulation and lengthening of the spine. Just you wait to see how we're going to use the ring for this one. I just call it my halo. You know, we all are angels in the Pilates world. We have halos. Bring your heels down, squeeze your bum. You're lying on the ring, actually, okay? So your cushion is above your forehead. Stack your hands. I want you to give a slight push onto the ring as you slide your rib cage down. Exhale, peel, curl, scoop yourself off of the mat. If you need any assistance, you can give a slight push, just to let you guys know. Round, stay nice and in flexion, and then I want you to kind of snake forward and lengthen that spine all the way up to stacked. Now, hinge back like you're opening a door, squeeze that bum, and just go back as far as you can until you're about to lose it. And when you're like, I'm about to lose it, tuck, roll back, articulate the spine. Back to start. Squeeze the bum, press slightly into the ring, curl, scoop, slide that rib cage down, squeeze, round, come to a little ball. Then I want you to snake through, lengthen. I really love this. You feel actually a nice stretch on the bottom of your legs here, your hamstrings. Lengthen up in that neutral. And now here you are at stacked. Hinge it back. Core work. I love this. Right at this tipping point, it's like the threshold moment, and you feel like you're about to fall. Then I want you to articulate down. For those who want to use the ring in a different way, you can do the same move with the ring above the head. And I feel like I get even more length there. So definitely play around with which one you like better or which ones your clients respond to better.